Hi everybody, and welcome to the Search Buzz video recap. I'm doing this video recap remotely, so I apologize for no TV in this display. You got these nice pictures over here instead. Anyway, today is Friday, May 16th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable over the past week. First up, Google. There were a lot of things talking about Google updates in the past week or so. We thought they would have been reversing itself. It seems like they're testing things out in terms of other algorithm changes or refreshes or something regarding major updates, but Google told us there's nothing to see here. They pretty much said there's nothing going on and there's nothing for them to say. So again, those updates that we've been talking about over the past few weeks, including ongoing through this week, are not something that Google's going to confirm, nor are they going to say anything's going on. They have pretty much said nothing is happening. The European Court, the top European Court, is now requiring, according to law, for Google to delete personal information when requested. So if you have something bad about yourself up on Google, soon Google is actually going to enable you to remove that, at least in the EU. I'm not sure if it's going to be worldwide. Google said they're going to, they've actually announced that yesterday that they're going to go ahead and have something for the EU to review in terms of this process in about 2 weeks. Also, Bing went ahead and on Friday wrote a blog post. Dwayne Forrester said that a bunch of things in that, about like several myths. He talked about 10 different SEO myths that are going on in the space. And one of those myths he talked about was that you should never know in advance a link is coming from. You should never know where that link is coming from in advance. And he said, let me quote, "You should never know in advance a link is coming or where it's coming from. If you do, that's the wrong path." And obviously that's pretty interesting to see. And that's interesting because, like, if you email me a video or you email me a story and you know that I'm going to include in the search cap, is that previous knowledge? And if so, is that bad? I assume not. I assume he's just implying that really, there's a lot of people out there that just do things just to get links, and that's not really the point. The best link is the one that you're not trying to get. Moving on. So Matt Cutts of Google actually on Twitter said he actually liked that example. He said he enjoyed his post. He enjoyed the specific example that Dwayne Forrester gave regarding, not knowing where your links come from. Another interesting thing is that Bing also said in that blog post that you shouldn't know where things are coming from. And it's interesting to see the difference between Bing and Google around that, where Bing is saying, links, are being killed because, it's spam. Link spam is killing the value of links, whereas Google is saying links still matter, at least for now. And there's a big difference between those, and I have a post about that on May 13th. Google said, and this is an interesting post I posted this morning, that if you have a manual action and you're not changing anything, or if you are removing the whole page, let's say you have a manual action on a specific page and you move the page. Google's John Mueller said if there's no content on these pages, there's nothing to see that the users will be missing, so why should they lift a manual action? Meaning, why lift a manual action on something that doesn't exist anymore? It's pretty interesting. Google's, I can't pronounce her name, I apologize, Zenbeb, whatever, I'm not going to even try, which is awesome anyway. And she basically gave a whole detailed advice on the Google Webmaster blog about how to handle home pages for international users. 1, either show everybody the same content. 2, let users pick and choose their content on a specific landing page. Or 3, serve dynamic content based on the user's location or language. And she goes through all those different examples of how it should work. Google's Matt Cutts looks back and he shares his web spam regrets. There's a question I asked, and I asked Matt Cutts, was there a key moment in your spam fighting career where you made a mistake that you regret related to spam? And he basically sums up 2 things. 1, not acting faster on paid links that pass PageRank, and 2, making the wrong decision early on about content farms, thinking that it's not an issue where it was. And he has a 4-minute video discussing that. Google Maps added quick facts to their map results. So if you do a search in Google Maps for something that's a landmark or something, Google might give you actually quick facts, which is obviously information pulled from their knowledge graph. Google has updated their Google Place listings. So now that they have their place listings in the back end for multi-access users, you get actually 1, 2. They actually upgraded so that all the social features are there for Google Plus, and 2 is that they now have multi-admin functionality where you can actually give managers access to manage the social stuff and the other stuff relating to Google Place listings. Yahoo recently switched to SSL a couple months ago completely, and because of that, some publishers are noticing a drop in the the refers from the previous refer. Now it's actually showing hsrd.yahoo.com as opposed to what it was before, which was r.search.yahoo.com. Now it's showing mostly people hsrd.yahoo.com. So if you see that refer change, that's normal. Yahoo knows about it, and it's something they actually, so you guys have to handle that. Finally, Google AdSense came out with a new ad format called magazine ads. It's actually a display ad unit that looks like a text ad, but it's really just more of a magazine artistic style, not really artistic, but space style. Google said it's designed with print magazines in mind, putting the big emphasis on space and typography, and displaying a new look distinctive from our regular ads. So that pretty much covers the Search Buzz video recap. Again, I apologize for the setting and everything like that. Again, today is May 16th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.